going on? Fly My Pawn here, and welcome back to V Rising, Summertime Suffrage 2. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had just managed to finish the Act 1 boss once again. It was relatively quick to do, so we just basically boss rushed, dealt with that. Nothing too crazy. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing some remodeling of the base and expanding over into the Dunley farmlands, setting up a base there. That way we have two distinct areas where we can send our minions at, and we'll just go from there. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. But, yeah, no, ultimately, there isn't much change as to what has happened, so we just got to do what we do best. And that is just build up, I suppose. So, in order for us to expand a little further, we're going to need stone, and we're going to need a lot of it. Unfortunately, that's easier said to get than done, so that is going to be a chore and a half to do. So I'm going to have to just grab stone as we go, and hope like heck that's enough. Because it really just comes down to just building enough and then just going from there, right? So, ultimately we'd be fine, though, so it's no big deal. Alright. So if I recall correctly, we've just done dealt with the Dunley farmlands. We can actually quickly get Servant Coffin sorted, is what I would say if it wasn't for the fact that it's still converting. I guess it doesn't convert as time progresses anymore, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it's tolerable. We can handle it. No big deal. All right, but yeah, this is pretty much our current setup. So we're gonna have to do some building, I think. And that's going to require a bit of replacements and a whole lot of bricks. So, if we go into here, we've got 234 currently. We're going to need to grind down the rest of these 3,000. We'll split these into halves and start getting these ground up. We will start with castle flooring. We're going to go with ebonite today, or this time. And we're just gonna go with a flooring like that, and we want it to go all the way across. And we're just gonna do the same thing that we did before, so we just do a... Well, once we get some, God, I need to get back into the mindset of the controls here. 1 second. Take those. Alright, so all we do is we do castle wall windows, entrance on either side. There we go. Makes a little alcove area that we can actually go in and out of. We're going to quickly cut this down. This is going to make it a little bit nicer to look at while we're building here. To that end, actually, do we want to move this anywhere in particular? Because we got options. I could just move this somewhere better. Where do I want it? Somewhere around here, maybe? In the centralized area here? I could also do it here. Just give myself a whole bunch of room, but, yeah. You know what? Let's keep it here, because I think that's interesting, more than anything. It's not ideal, but it's very much interesting. Okay. Okay. Now we just deal with the stone here. am definitely going to have to swap to a actual better hammer at some point, so that will have to be something that I will designate. Alright, so foundation. Okay. So, I mean, we've already got a corridor here, so that'll be something set up. We'll have to build up our workshop in the other end here, I think. That's how I think we should do it. So we'll make a 3x3 area again. Or 2x3, I guess. This will be the template temporarily until we're done clearing up the area. This will just make it look nice more than anything. Okay, we'll chop these down. Alright. This down. This will just be the template for what we'll have in here. And we'll just build up the walls accordingly. Like so. That's another castle entrance set into place. So what's going to be here is definitely going to be the woodworking. Of course, when I do eventually get better materials and I don't need all this shenanigans, I'll just find a better spot. Like, I can just expand this accordingly. Because right now, it doesn't need to be too complex. Alright, but that is that room set. Now, I have a choice here. I can either expand into out here to be a garden, or I can or do something else with it. I think if I go out here, I should definitely do a garden sort of thing. Just to make it look nice and all that. So we should definitely set up some sort of basic flooring. Treasury flooring would be cool, but we'd have to set something up. And I definitely have to set it up along here. So I guess I can actually clear some of this up. Just get this all tidied up and whatnot. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard, though, to get all this sorted. Okay. I guess I could put the treasury in next, maybe. I don't know. Depends what the treasury does, but for now, let's not worry about that. We're just gonna
this will not
smooth
work.
out the area a little bit. Now that I think about it, I am going to need to clear out this area anyways, so I'm going to have to root up the plants. That is a given because I'm going to have to set up actual plots of plants. I mean, we did kill the nymph looking individual, the one that spawns all those spectral wolves. So, if anything, we'll have a good supply to handle making cloth in the air and making it look pretty. Might as well, right? That gives me all the seeds. Let's just casually build out the plots here.
Cannot build here.
Oh, can I not? Oh, take that then. There we go. This will just smooth things out for us, essentially. Alright. It'll basically give us like a rough plot to work with. It's not perfect, but it will get the job done. It'll clear up the majority of what I need to. And our minion is now done, so I just need to interact with them, and then we'll be good. Frederick.
Welcome to your new life.
Good evening, Frederick. With that, we get the castle throne
There's
recipe.
another accomplishment.
We need to command our servants from the castle throne next, which will be a chore and a half, but nothing that we need to worry about just yet. Alright. Let's bring these things in here. For a moment, that is. I'm gonna start trying to enclose this area if I can. But at the very least, I'm starting to enclose some of it.
This will not work.
I've ran out of, I believe, stone. Yeah. Well, that's fine. We'll be able to get plenty as time goes on. So for now, we'll just grab what we can. Okay. Okay, we'll split these into 647. There you go. That's going to get plenty. Alright. So at the very least, it's starting to look a bit more nice. I'm not sure about the placement for the castle heart, but I mean, there's only so many places you can put it, and right now, a centralized position isn't a bad idea. Instead, I could probably like make a 3x3 here and then put it somewhere in here. It don't matter. It's not like it's gonna affect much where I put it in here, anyways. How do I want to do this, then? I mean, ideally, I make, like, a set of plots using the garden stuff, I guess? There's also fences, which I could line up as well. That requires copper. Could also do hedges, which is also an equally nice tool to have.
My blood reserves run low.
Oh, I'm running low on blood. That is not good. Let's move this in for now. I can't really think of a good reason to, or I can't really think of anything good that will help us if I don't do this much. I will start moving this over here, because we need the shade over here instead. In fact, I'll put it over here, I guess. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. I am running low on blood, though, so I'm going to quickly go hunt something in order to get a blood type. Anything will do at this point, so it's just a matter of finding something. Which is easier said than done. Oh, there he is. Alright. You're the unlucky four. Whoa. Alright, I'm taking a 1% blooder, but whatever. I'm not looking for quality. There we go. Alright, but with that, that's the majority of our stuff brought in. We could probably make a second floor if we tried, so that might be our go-to next. So what we're going to do is we are going to get some stairs. We are missing resources. We are missing stone bricks specifically, which is not too surprising, I must admit. Okay. Now I can either go for the 18 or I can go for the 12. Well, I'm going to need to bring all these in anyways, so that is a given. What do I prefer? I mean, if I build, like, a room here, then I can set some stairs up, couldn't I? So let's make a castle entrance here. The walls there for now. We'll enclose this, so that way we've got that set up. Then we'll have a stairwell actually leading up from this room, using these here. And then we'll have a little entrance way that we can go through in here, and then we have a setup here. And then we'll just repeat the process, essentially. It'll be a bit awkward, to say the least, but it'll get the job done, which is the most important part of this. But of course we're going to need more bricks, and to do that we're going to need way more. Well, I guess we could get some grinders here, actually. Let's see. Well, we got plenty for sawmills. We need copper and whetstone. We got the whetstone, got copper. Okay, that's good. That means we can make one more grinder to simplify the process. And because I can, I may as well just throw in another sawmill. Okay. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess that'll be it. Yeah, just do that. There we go. Close enough. That'll just grind up 3 bricks a turn, which is good. In the meantime, I suppose I can get some planks done while I'm at it, so that'll be another thing. So if we go to our inventory, we should be able to get that done. Let's grab all that wood. Yeah, we'll just toss them all in each. No need to be too specific with this one. There we go. And while that's processing, I can do some maneuvering, I suppose. Grab those and these. There we go. There we go. And once we get the stairs, we'll be basically good here. To that end, actually, let's start clearing this up a little bit. I should at least make the garden, right? Okay, what we'll do is we will set up foundation. There we go, that clears up the majority of the danger, which is good. Saves us a whole heaping a lot of trouble. Alright, now how do we want to do this? I guess we go into... No, not into garden. We go into production and growing plots. Okay, we've got small growing plots, which can go into basins and whatnot if we want to go for decoration. We got medium, and then we got large, which is just basically a platform of sorts, which can hold 7 seedlings or 1 sapling. There's also the more decorative version, which requires stone brick instead. There's also one that's significantly larger, which I'm not going to be using. Alright. For the sake of gardening, we're going to set up 5 rows here. And we're just gonna make as many as we can make right now, which is gonna be 3 rows worth. Alright. In here, we will drop our respective plants. There we go. Alright, so snow. It's going to look a little awkward, but that's how it's been set up. There we go, that's fire. That's alright, some morning lilies next. And we've got Hell's Clarion as the last one. There we go. That's the plant set up for now. Of course, we will have to change it up as we go. And you know, now that I think about it, we won't actually be able to do this design in particular. So what we will do is change it up. Yeah, we have to make sure we've got a stairwell over here, so that is not ideal. So instead, what I'll do is I will follow the same premise, but instead line it like that. Like so. And then just rinse and repeat. There we go. Go. I keep forgetting I have to press tab. go. Alright, and this way I can actually get the stairs in without too much issue. Which would have been the concern if I would went the normal path. I can actually extend this by removing these. Make it look a little nicer. We'll move this over here, I guess, for now. No, let's actually move it over here, I guess. Yeah, I'll do it for now. I will need to move it up. No, it'll have to stay there for now. But we will have to set up some walling here just to make it look a bit more nice when it comes to the stairwell. Other than that, we're fine. Okay, that is 76 bricks. That is something. Okay, first, wall this up. Castle entrance. Stairs. Okay. Alright, so foundation. Alright, so that is the foundation. That is going to be set up there. We will use what? For walls, we just put a castle pillar on the bottom here. Make it look nice. For the sake of appearance, that there. Make it easier. We'll have to set up something a bit more flush for this flooring here. So, foundation-wise, I guess treasury flooring? When all floors in a room are covered in treasury flooring, all storage containers in that room share their inventory, allowing items to be used for building and crafting anywhere. Okay, that would have been nice to know. Alright, well I guess we got our storage set up then. So give me a hot moment while I set this up then. So we take this. Alright, so if I ever want to build stuff, I just set up some stuff like this. There you go.
An achievement, to be sure.
Assortment of storage shelves. Lovely. Oh, I just get these. Well, that's nice. I wish I knew that beforehand, but okay, I guess, you know, bugger me, I guess. Well, I'm not complaining. Well, I guess I am a little bit, but I mean, wouldn't you? If you knew you could have done this whole time? Whatever. Alright, there we go. Alright, so anything miscellaneous-wise goes in that chest, but the rest go into their respective areas. I'll actually take that, swap that, put that back in. And yeah, we'll just deposit these. So fishing coins go in here, I suppose. And that'll basically be storage for the majority of the area for now. I would build more, but for now I just don't really want to, so I'll just leave it at that. There we go. Besides, we need more brick before we can start expanding our operations. So it will have to do. So, for now, that will just have to be the base. We will... Let's see, do we have doors? Yes, we do. Do we care where Frederick goes? I suppose so, wouldn't we? But we're gonna need bricks if we want to make sure he stays in certain areas. Go. Alright, well... Let's serve and gate it up. There we go. So, for now, we just want to make sure servants just can't get in and out, period. This is just like a locking mechanism to keep them, prevent them going from places that they shouldn't be going. The only things that we haven't covered are, obviously, the tailor's flooring. We haven't done the alchemy stuff. We haven't done the woodworking either, so that's another thing. I think the only thing that we do need to make is a fishing pole, so we should do that before we do anything else. A fishing pole would be nice for just catching fish if we ever want to. I haven't really used it that much, so we're probably never going to use it, but you never know. You never know. But though, I will put these materials away. I don't really need the vermin salves anymore because we got Blood Rose Brew. That will eventually evolve in due time, but for now,
As good as new.
Okay. The only other thing that we need is obviously the Night Stalker gloves to be upgraded. That's the only thing that should be on our agenda at this point in time. So let's get that done. Also, while we're at it, we can move our teleporting area, actually. I think it might be ideal to do that real quick. I'd like to move it into the center of the room here. There we go. And I'll just space it like that. Or do I? I kind of like it like that, actually. Well, yeah, let's leave it like that. Why not? I'll leave these in the corner for now, until I've got more room upstairs. And this will essentially be our home of operations to work with, to start with. It's not ideal, but it will get the job done. That's the important part. Now. Alright, let's go get our hands on some... Sorry. Going. Let's go get our hands on those warlock gloves if we can. The warlock gloves are probably the most important thing here, so that is going to be our focal point here. Okay, cool off. There we go. Okay, Shady Book Dealer, hello.
Check out the goods.
Warlock boots. No to the Warlock gloves, unfortunately. We're gonna Dawn Runner, we don't need, nor do we need any of the other bits and bobs here. Which is, kind of sucks. But I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles. At the very least, I do want that extra gear level and just being extra prepared for when we do go into the Dunley farmlands. It won't necessarily matter too much. It won't be like a astronomical change, but it will still be a significant change that will help us. You'd be amazed what one gear level can do for a player. Okay.
Want to trade?
Here we go. Got it. Alright, so we got the Warlock gloves. Is there anything else that we might want? I'm gonna be suffering from the copper crossbow shenanigans. We do need copper axes if we can help it.
Can I interest you in a little something?
Or the merciless copper mace if we can. Either would be ideal. Putting it lightly. Well, for now, there doesn't appear to be anything on sale for such things, so no luck there. But I mean, that's just how it goes. Avoid you. Alright. We're gonna... I guess we could warp back over here just to check to make sure, because you never know. There might actually be a recipe for the axes or mace. Hell, there might be even a mix of the two. And both would be ideal for what we're trying to do here. Because we do need a merciless iron mace if we hope to mine any of the iron ore at some point. Which is always going to be tedious to get done. But I digress.
Want to trade? Let's
see, what do you got? You've got axes. Oh, we've already got axes, spear, and longbow. There's nothing else, huh?
Can I interest you in a little something?
I mean, I guess I could get some herbs. We're gonna need some more Hail Calarian. Yeah, we'll get 2 Hail Calarian seeds. Why not? Just gather those seeds for the foreseeable future. You never know. Potions are always going to be in high demand, so using them constantly is always going to be a boon. I completely forgot that I should have saved for a... Oh no, wait, we've already got the potion for daytime, I think. I just haven't actually crafted one yet, I do believe. If I'm not mistaken, that is. Let's see. I got garlic resistance. Oh, I got blood rose. I don't have the sunlight brew yet. Which is equally as important. Some might say. Okay, let's just put you there. Okay. Okay. So I need... Alright, so I'm gonna lock that, so that gets us all the Warlock gear that we need. Pop this open, so that way we can put away our coins. There we go. Now, let's go make that outfit. We go to the simple workbench. We've already got the Traveler's Wrap, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright. Warlock gloves. Here we go. Easy peasy. There we go. We've got a full set of Warlock gear. That's going to give us a nice juicy 6 or 7% bonus spell power. And cooldown rate's already at 4% reduction. And it also increases gear level by 1 when all of the set is worn. So that's good. We are going to go for a merciless copper... The merciless copper axes. That's going to help us get stronger there. But we are gonna need a merciless copper mace at some point, so that will have to be on our next list for grabbing. But until then, we will just grab a normal mace and just recycle the miner's mace when we get a chance. Alright, there we go. Slightly better damage than the miner's mace, but the miner's mace obviously trumps it when it comes to mineral damage, but at this point, we don't need that much. We just need to focus on what we need. And right now, let's just put the mace away. We will be using it or grinding it down later. Don't worry about that, but it won't be an issue right now. Alright, there we go. When we get more plots, we will organize them accordingly. But until then, it's just going to be a whole bunch of this. Let's move you a bit further. Over here, maybe? No, let's move you right here. There we go. That should be fine. Alright, there we go. Oh, that was a tedious build. Mind you, that's only the beginning. That's not like I haven't even scratched the surface of what we're doing with that. So that will be a time crunch of sorts. Give me a moment while I take a drink. Ah, good. Alright. I think it's time we set off to the Dunley Farmlands. As for where we're going to base... I don't know. You know what? Let's do it over here. I kind of like this spot here. Alright, that's gonna be our go-to then. We'll have to build up oh, right. Nearly burnt myself there. But what we're gonna do is we are just going to warp to the closest area to get over to there. And to get there, we're just gonna need to take a road all the way across, around this bend, and go from there. So we'll take this Vampire Way Gate to start it off, and then we'll go. Alright, now all we gotta do is just head north. As far north as we possibly can. We'll take the 28 here. There we go. Got it. Alright, let's get going. Pretty easy stuff, all things considering. That is a Rogue 30. Yeah, we don't need a Rogue 30. But we are going to need to clear out those units. Hey! Void is putting in major work already. I may as well just nuke him. Why not? It's not like it's harming anybody if I do that. Well, aside from the enemy. We'll just take everything that we can get that isn't nailed down. And if that includes seeds, I won't complain. Like these Fire Blossom seeds. Alright.
Recognize my power.
Okay. There we go, got him. Easy pie. We even get a whole bunch of tainted hearts and all that, so that's nice. A nice little bonus on top of everything. Morning lilies are always nice, especially in seed form. Although, that said, I could always just go to any, you know, grave site and grab them, but it's always nice when you start snowballing with your seed counts. It's actually kind of fun when it happens like that. It might just be my inner gamer calling to me, though. I like when... It's the exponential numbers situation. Everybody likes seeing the numbers go up when something happens. Even if it is a minuscule change. I mean, hey, that's why a lot of people like incrementals, right? Hey. Alright, we've got a ways to go. I mean, I guess I could tame the force, see how it is. Okay. It's got a lot of max. Yeah, it's not really that great. I'll find a better horse eventually. But for now, it's just gonna get us across to where we need to go. We'll eventually tame a horse, it's just gonna take time. That's just inevitable. Okay. We're almost there. We just gotta go around this bend here. And... to... where? Right, we just need to go across here. Past this farm here. Okay, ignore him. There we go, got him. Alright, and this will be our new home base. So, we just need to get enough stone for it, is the only thing. So we'll go to the tippy top here, gather a whole bunch of stone, and set up the core. There we are. Nice. I mean, hey, looking at the design of this base, it looks like somebody did settle down here, so... It's a good spot. At least I think it is. All right. Alright, let's break this stone. There we go. That's another stone that we've got to break, among many others. Okay, there we go. 54, 30, 30. Yeah. Alright, yeah, no, I'm starting to feel this base. Something about this isn't right. Question is where? I think we... It has to be here, I think. So we need to break this free. At least it's nighttime, so now we can build with a with a lot more ease, putting it lightly.
My castle requires more blood.
Let's put in 200 blood. That's going to give us a full-on day worth of time to work with. That should be enough to settle things up. Okay, so we need to make ourselves a teleporter now. And if we can make a teleporter, this will make the transport of resources significantly easier. But, I highly doubt it's going to be that easy. But hey, we can still clear up the area, get a nice area set up. And it shouldn't be too hard to organize as needed. So, one thing I will be doing is I will be setting a rough flooring down. Break the stone bits here, bobs. Yeah, this is kind of a mind-numbing task, but it has to be done. Right. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got a bit of a platform, essentially, to work with. Of course, we are going to need to expand upon it eventually, but for now, this should be perfectly fine. Tossed in a bit of extra time. There we go. Let's see. In order to get a teleporter, we need 100 blood essence, 20 gem dust, stone bricks, and grave dust. So we are in for a treat in trying to get our stuff. That is going to take some time, but I'm sure if we look around, we should be able to find a teleporter of sorts. And then we should be able to just warp to and fro the castle part. Right now, we just need to find... We just need to scout out the bearings here, essentially. Find a good nearby teleporter. Avoid the brutes and all this. Oh, hello. Perfect teleporter. Alright. Ignore them. I'm more focused on getting my base set up, so... Everything else comes second to that. Alright. We're back to our first base. Alright, here we are. Let's see. And I guess we start by quick sending everything. Okay. And this could be dropped because we don't need it. Alright, in order to build a teleporter, we are lacking the blood essence and the gem dust. The gem dust we can easily get if we just split this in half and grind those down. And we have plenty of brick to make it work, as well as wooden planks. Right, I forgot. I need to... do that. That's going to get us plenty of gem dust for what we need. And then, of course, I need... the grave dust, which should be an alchemy. Yep. Okay, so we need 4 of that. We take the blood essence, obviously. In fact, in alchemy, we take these and the rats. Because what we do here is just toss in the rats as one of the ingredients, and this. There we go. And then to play it safe, we just take, I don't know, half. There we go. That'll give us plenty of time on our secondary base. Now we just need the gem dust. And then it's basically done. There we go, 24. That's just basically, just pretty much enough to get the job done. So we got the bricks, we got the blood essence, gem dust, grave dust, and once we got the teleporter in, it's basically over for the... It's pretty much set for building. Okay. May as well just quickly sneak these out. Wouldn't do us anything, or wouldn't do anything if we did it any regardless, so no biggie. Alright, a whole bunch of stairs. Yields nothing. Alright. I think what I should do is actually put the thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some foundation here. I just need to build some distance between these guys. And just break this slowly but surely. There we go. Go. Now you just cut these two logs here, and then we're basically good. Alright. Alright, I moved that there. Set that there. Set this as the central point now. So that is our castle gates. Or rather, that is where the heart of the castle is going to be. So one... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess I could just lower the size here. Just focus on the central point here. There we go. Oh, right. I need to put in the rest of the blood. There we go. That's going to give it 3 days to work with. I can easily upgrade it. I just need some copper and leather. So that's just going to make the castle heart all the stronger. Okay, so let's go get that copper and leather and sort ourselves out. Then we'll deposit what we don't need pretty simply. There we go. Alright. Take this, take this. Okay. Okay, let's just do that. Took a bit of organization there, but we managed to do it in the end. There we go. I'm just going to casually toss that out, because we don't need it. But we are going to need to grind these stones down. That's a given. Alright. Take those. Alright, deposit, sort. Alright, so all we do is take some of the copper, and we take some leather from the tailoring station, I believe. We don't have that much, actually. I do believe the majority might be in the tanneries still. Yeah, we've got like 53, and then we've got another 53. Pretty simple. Before we continue, let's see. How's the Castle Heart doing? We need glass and reinforced planks if we want to hope to upgrade it, so that is a given. That will be something on our agenda next. But for now, let's just warp back over to the base here. We're going to have to get the building in a bit, but for now... Oh, I didn't take enough copper. 1 second. Alright, let's quickly get that copper. Not here. It's over on the opposite end. I should have just taken the whole lot. Well, for now, let's just split these into a fair stack. We'll swap into wolf form to make it easier to travel. Here we go. Let's see. We've got bricks, and we'll take the wood. Because we might as well just get as much building material as we can out there. Eventually, we'll be able to just not have to worry about such things. But for now, we just have to worry about it. Alright, so foundation... There we go. That should do it for now. It's not a perfect base setup, but it is a start, to say the least. Alright. Oh, God. Yeah, this isn't perfect, but it's a start. Okay, what do I do now? Let's see. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, but when I return, well, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes, and I will be back shortly. See you in a bit. Okay, I am now back. Let's get back into things. Now, if I recall correctly, we were building the base, right? So we have the setup for the bare minimum, but it's certainly not going to be enough. However, in the meantime, while we're letting things process and all that, we can do some missions while we're just, meandering along. So while those bricks are grinding and all that jazz, we can actually do some stuff. Now would be a good time as any to do so, after all. First, let's check our V-Bloods here. Alright, Act 2, we want to take out Beatrice de Taylor. She's going to introduce us to the Hunter's Cloak, give us a loom. We'll actually get a tier 4 blood spell point, apparently. I'm not sure what that does, but, I mean, I guess we'll figure it out. So, that's something. So, let's go track her blood and deal with her. As for where she is, I believe she's over in Dawnbreak Village, if I'm not mistaken, so warping over here is ideal. So yeah, let's begin. I don't know how well this hunt is going to go. It is going to be daytime, but for the most part, Granny is rather reserved when it comes to combat, but you'll come to understand that there's a good reason. Well, you'll come to understand once we hit brutal difficulty and you start understanding what's going on. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, gotta be careful. There we go. Got him. Took a lot of dancing around, but we got it in the end. So, God, that was tedious. We got the Ring of the Warrior, though, so that's nice. We're gonna need a heal, so let me down a potion here. Let's just do that out of combat, so that way we're not suffering too heavily on whatever comes our way. I've got to lock in, though, because those archers are going to be the death of me if I don't start, eating myself in a direction to avoid the enemy. At least it's easy to clear out the enemy. There we go. All right. Yeah, no, you can, the militia are a bit of an issue here, as you can imagine. Some are a pain, some aren't. Okay. There we go. Just take my sweet time taking out the enemy. Want to rush this. I want to take this nice and sweet and slow. Take you out. There we go. All right, that's the majority of enemies dealt with. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there you go. Well, I'm clearing up the enemies, so that's the most important part here. As long as I'm clearing out the enemies, the easier this fight becomes. So... Alright, we're taking your blood, because that's a rogue 70. How can I say no to that? Okay, let's heal. And once we're out of combat, that heal's just gonna spike us to full health, which is good. Alright, let's grab everything here. Hello, Beatrice.
Mercy!
Alright, just guide them in here. This will save us some trouble. There we go. So it might look like it's going to be an easy fight, but you'll come to realize that it won't be. Alright, let's just back up a bit, give her some space.
Please, no.
Yeah. She actually gets really crazy. Okay, down a potion, just to be safe. Okay. Got her.
My thread is unwinding.
Yeah, so, Granny becomes a vampire. If
Taste
things
of
go wrong.
knowledge.
Well, no. If you're playing on brutal difficulty, Granny's just that. So, yeah, Granny's a dangerous individual in brutal difficulty. She's not a pretty lady. Vincent, the Frostbringer, seems to have a frost spell point. As much as I want to take Vincent out right now, he is far out of our league right now, and we won't be able to beat him as is. Which sounds weird if you think about it. But it's true. We can't actually beat him at this moment. In fact, I don't know how we're going to handle this. We're going to need to increase our gear level, it looks like, so... Let's see, how's our vampire power? Well, first let's check our spellbook, because we've now reached tier 4. Oh right, tier 4 is when you get your dash, I believe, so... Oh, we've also got improved Blood Mend. Increase the amount of health recovered when using Blood Mend. I guess we'll learn Veil of Blood. It's gonna give us some dash ability, so that's good. Game DC'd. I apologize for that, for those who are watching stream. Can't help that. But, yeah, no, we're gonna need to increase our gear level now. Well, for now, let's start by upgrading our gear. So we're gonna ignore most of the bases for now. We'll just leave those be. Right now, we need to focus on upgrading our own gear, so let's prioritize that to start with. Because 41 is not going to cut it when we're dealing with enemies that are rocking 47 to 50. We need, like, iron tools at the very least. And yeah, so we're gonna have to prep. Alright. So first order of business, just warp back over to our home base. The one that's most organized anyways. Okay, let's quickly grab what we can. Alright. Got plenty of bricks. This is going to help with building in a bit. Assuming we continue building, that is. I'm not sure. But we have taken out Granny. So production lines have given us the paper press and the loom. I suppose we start off with the loom? no, we need the tailoring bench next. So that's going to require cotton. Cotton requires us to go get cotton yarn, which is going to help us make the next tier of gear that we need. Or at the very least, start us on the right path. And in order to do the rest of that, we're going to need to get another smithy, so... If we go into V-Bloods, I do believe we need to take out... We don't need to take out Vincent for iron. Okay, so we get iron just straight up this time. Okay, interesting. An animal pen that will automatically supply one horse with plant fiber. Feeding the horse nutritious plants will improve their attributes. Okay, so there's new mechanics for increasing the quality of horses. So if you can maximize a horse using a stables, then there you go. That is worth noting. But if we want to start capturing individuals and start using them for blood, we're going to need to take out Vincent. That is a given. Alright, in that case, we just need to use what Granny has taught us and make some actual high-quality goods. So, first and foremost, let's deposit what we don't need into the blood press. There we go. We are going to have to use a garlic potion in order to handle the majority of what we need to do. We can equip that. Alright. Castle, walls. Well, actually, let's set up the foundation, actually. Okay. All right. Alright, we're down to no more stone again. We're just running out, as you can plainly see. Keep running out of stone bricks. Yeah, we need way more. Is there a way to make more? Sadly not. Okay, there we go. Bada boom. That said, we are going to need way more stone, so I think it might be in our best interest to start making something for Frederick to start going out and doing missions for us. So we need a... What is it? We need a throne. Dominance. We need a... We just need a throne. And then we'll start sending out orders for Frederick, and then we'll send him out to do some tasks to get a stone. Won't be ideal, but it will be better than doing it ourselves, just to put it lightly. Yeah, no, we still need bricks. There's an easy solution. There's an easy solution. Just dismantle some of the wall here. Like so. And until we've actually set something up, we just place that there. Alright, there we go.
Recognize my power.
Now, we need stone. We need so much stone. So wood... There just isn't anything for stone specifically, huh? That's annoying. Well, it was worth a shot. I mean, hey, at least we got a throne, so that's good enough to start with. Okay. Alright, I guess in the meantime, we will set up some materials in order to do tailoring. So we go into production, we go into refinement for a loom. That'll be a start. Alright, so the loom will allow us to generate, you know, coarse thread, but obviously we need cotton. So cotton is going to be our focus now. So in order to get cotton, we need to go all the way over into one of the cotton farms that vampires are supposed to be repelled from. And in order to go through there, we need to actually use alchemy potions of garlic resist. Now, I'm not sure if I don't have any currently, but I do have a potion recipe that I can rely on for such things. It's going to require rats and empty water skins, but the rest of the ingredients we have, so we'll just take these 3 rats here, and the Hales Clarion, and that'll make the rest. It's not perfect, but it will mitigate the dangers, to put it lightly. And I'd argue that mitigating the damage of garlic is going to be our best friend right now. Next to other things, of course, but for now, this garlic resistance potion is going to be our lifeline. For certain things, that is. But anyways. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we want to warp over to this way gate, so that way we can get to this cotton farm. So let's go over here. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, right. No, we can actually make iron now that I think about it. So we can actually just swap out to iron tools. We just need to actually mine the iron. That's the only issue. Alright. We use the axes to harvest the necessary material. Okay. Casually take these guys. We do want sunflowers at some point, so I'm just grabbing them because I can. But the cotton is obviously takes more priority. Oh, I can't actually chop cotton unless I'm using the reinforced axes. So there you go. Another reason why we can't do the cotton thing too quickly. We'll chop our way through these just to see what we find. Yeah, no, that's it, basically. Not a fan of the garlic. But that's just how it goes. And hey, that's that. Alright. From there, where's another one? Cotton farms down here. So we can go to this one next. Hello. Alright, well, I've collected those. Let's see. I mean, they've got horses, but nothing that we really need. Or want, even. That's more cotton. More cotton. Hey, we even managed to get silver. Nice. We're gonna suffer a little bit because of the silver, but that's something I'm willing to accept. And hey, we actually managed to get a hood. Cool. Alright, now, all we do is just back off. We've got 970 herbs of cotton. That should be enough to handle whatever needs we might need for them, I suppose. The details will work out later, but obviously, right now, I think this is the best that we're going to do for now, early on. So 970 is pretty good. For a starting haul, I should say. Alright. Let's go. Back to base. Alright, obviously, first and foremost, we put those in the loom. That's going to make a whole bunch of cotton yarn for us. We're going to put those in, and the silver coins, so that way we stop getting damaged. Herbs go in. Oh, hey, we managed to actually get a cotton plant, so that's good. So that's a good start on everything else. We've managed to get a sun resistance brew, that's good. Save us a whole lot of issues. Iron ore, we can actually melt, I do believe, so we'll make an effort to try and cook those. Oh, right, hold on. I could do 30s and 15s. So we do 45 and 30 here instead. Void upgrade. Nice. We got increased range and increased the rate charges Recharge. Okay. So basically, higher range, higher recharge rate. And we also got iron ore, so that's gonna allow us to make some cool stuff. Do we have a forge, actually? We got leatherworking station. We don't have a smithy. We need more iron ore. So that's actually something that should be on our agenda. Just getting iron ore. We won't be able to actually use the maul that we have, so that is off the table, but we can use a spear or an axe. As long as we got Merciless on it, we're basically good to mine it. So, while that's processing, what we can do is we can go to this Vampire Waygate again, and we can slip past this cotton farm, and we can go into the side here in order to get into this mine. So that'll be our next objective. And that'll get us the iron we need in order to continue on our journey. Or at the very least, as long as we get some iron nodes and we procure enough iron to satisfy, we should be fine. Of course, we're going to need a lot, and I mean a lot, of iron if we're going to be satisfied. A 45 worker. We do not need to deal with you. But what we can do is deal with these. Of course, it's not as efficient as the maul, but, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? We only... Yeah, the maul isn't gonna work against iron ore. I know that for a fact, so... We'll just get what we can. Oh, I should have used that, daylight potion. Ah, well. We can save that for a rainy day when we're, hunting bosses, I would imagine. Okay. We want to go over this way, where the Skelly burrows are. There we are. Hey, we got chests. That gives us iron. Nice. Ow, ow. Bada boom. You don't need to go in there, so there you go. There we are. Taken and dealt with. And now we can just mine the iron ore as planned. But we're gonna need to mine this a lot, so be prepared to suffer through a lot of mining. If we had the merciless mace, it'd be a little easier, but alas, we're doing our best. So we'll be getting 90 per, which is okay, but not the greatest. Okay. Not bad at all. Oh, okay, so blood on tap. That is something we'll have to wait on. But we are getting closer and closer to prison flooring and all that, so that's going to get us blood pipes and all that, so that's nice. Horses would come after that, I believe, so... Once we take out Vincent, we should be able to handle most of the blood stuff, which is good. We'll just take both of them out. There you go. Oh, moon's rising. Nice. Won't help us in any, but why not? Hey. Okay, Hell's Clarion. Nice. We'll take what we get. Nice. I mean, hey, even just getting the iron ore out of the crates is good enough. As long as you beat the Act 4 boss, you can basically get anything you want pretty quickly with the iron ore setup here. Regardless, I will be just investing my time into breaking these as much as possible with the spear. Not ideal, but eh. You take what you get. It does appear somebody's been going on a slaughter spree of sorts. So my assumption is that that archer lady is in here as well. I could be wrong though. I could be very wrong. Nice. Keep it up. Well, I will admit this. It can get a bit boring to deal with all this mining, but it needs to be done. That's just the unfortunate grind of it all. I feel like I'm yawning like so much. There we go. I mean, hey, at least the enemies are pretty easy to deal with in here. So it's not that bad. All of that said, we should be migrating to iron as soon as we possibly can. Now would be the time, really. Okay, there we go. That's normal stone. Pretty simple stuff. God. I'm more reminded of how much time it took just to beat Act 3 boss. But I mean, we need to do this, the grind, so that way we're just inevitably stronger. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get it. Alright, there we go. That's basically 3 stacks of iron ore. That's pretty good though so far. Not bad for a first haul. Obviously, we want to get as much as we possibly can, and so far our storage is looking fine. So the more we get, the better. So I'm not complaining. Okay. God. Just so you're aware, I've got the hiccups. I'm just trying my best to conceal them right now, so. Oh, that is, Krieg, the Undead General. The ever so lovely man who is known to get into fights with a divine archer. And he's coming over here. It's not good. Ah, hello.
The light has chosen me.
Let's just bait them out. Hello.
Challenging me is a poor strategy.
See ya. Not my problem. Hey.
The luminous guided me.
Okay. Let those two fight it out. Alright.
Light, guide my arrows.
And if I do this right, I can target both of them and get success on both of them.
Illuminate.
Okay.
Let this shot.
Oh.
Light, guide my arrows. Bless this shot.
Okay. Alright. Ow. Ow.
Is not
Light, guide my arrows.
Yeah. Okay, but I did manage to knock her out, so that's one of the two. So I did manage to luck out and get Krieg, at the very least. So,
my blood reserves run
well,
low.
I managed to get one of the two. What I should have done is I should have just backed off, waited for one of them to go down, and then just started pelting the other one. I missed a golden opportunity to take out Krieg there. Which would have been nice because that would have gotten us scythes, which is a good tool in the immediate future. But it's fine. It's fine. I'd rather take the archer in this instance because she's an easier target at this point. Not only that, but she does give holy potions, which is actually very useful to us in this immediate situation. Well, not immediately, but it is very useful for the immediate future, I should say. So getting her dealt with is probably the best thing that could have happened. But I digress. Her death will prove invaluable to us, putting it lightly. And if I'm lucky, I can actually snag her. Yet she's on the ground. So we'll just extract her blood. Even though, there we go.
I feel stronger.
We get some merciless iron gear as well for our troubles, so that's good. And you know what? This might just be... Well, no. We should still complete our haul. Alright. Before we go into blood deprivation, we're just gonna eat that heart. As much as I don't want to, it's better we eat the heart and just survive. I guess we could have used a tainted heart, but whatever. We've made our decision, so whatever. But, yes, no, I'll be taking that blood type. That is a 46 rogue, that's not bad. For what it's worth, anyways, it's a decent blood type. But, by taking out her, we've actually managed to get ourselves the Elixir of the Prowler, which is a new one, actually, and a Holy Resistance Potion and a Storm Spell Point, which is pretty awesome. I think out of all of them, the Storm Spell Point is the nicest, because I don't think she actually gave a Storm Spell Point tier 4 last time. So this is something new that she's giving out, I think. But going by that, let's see. Yeah, no, we just get the Lightning Dash, so that's nice. For a caster like us, though, it isn't really the best of things. So it's just there. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not good enough for us, really. Ah well. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouse, or the mouth. It's basically a free item at this point. Alright. Nice. But yeah, no, most of this is just prep work in order for us to get ready for the fights that are going to be thrown our way, putting it lightly. We're not going to have a fun time, we just have to brace for the worst. We did manage to get some books, though. We managed to get the 2 Merciless Iron Spears. So there is some merit going on here. Okay. Do I really want to go over there and try and get some more? I think I should be fine. This should be enough to cover a full set of gear for iron. So this will cover an iron bow and all that jazz. But we are definitely going to want to break these in order to get the gems that we need. I guess I could use the mace here. Yeah, that gets us some regular gems, which is going to be nice. We are obviously going to need more if we hope to handle what we're going to be facing. Okay, there should be a gemmed rock over here somewhere that I missed. Yeah. I did grab this earlier because I do believe I wanted to try to get something better, but I digress. Well, no, I just wanted to avoid gems for now, just to see how my inventory was, mainly. But now that my inventory is full of gems, why not grab them? Alright. Not bad for a haul. Alright. If I find any gemmed rocks, I will, mine them out, if I can. Actually, we should probably go the other way, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's go the other way. That'd be the smarter choice. Okay. So far, so good. Yep, no dangers, no problems. Pretty much just a straight line back to base. Alright. Now, fun part. Sorting everything out. So, first and foremost, let's just deposit everything so that way we got a clear check of what we've got and what we don't need to handle. Okay, consumables, no. Gem storage, nice. That goes there. And there we go. Okay. Alright, so we've got these. Now we've got a whole heaping bunch of iron that's going to be smelting like crazy. Although, technically, I should probably use a, I should split them up into 4s, even. Because that would increase efficiency. Which might be in our best interest, so let's grab the stone and whatever copper ore we have, and go from there. Which is done. Okay, so that is off the table. We won't be able to make more. Which is unfortunate, but not unexpected. Oh, right, we've got the cotton yarn now. So maybe I can go about doing... Yep, I can do the tailoring bench now. So what I will do here is I will just open this. Let's bring it up to the second floor, actually. This will save us a lot of trouble. There we go. For this, let's see. We got some actual clothing, and then we got some actual gear clothing. Increase bonus physical power and bonus spell power by 4. Cool. So, unlike... Oh, I see. So it's just a straight 4 bonus across... Okay, so it's not as good, but it's still something. But we do get more HP, which is good. We just need a bunch of wool thread, it seems. We've only got 10 wool thread. And the loom has expired its usage in regards to the cotton, so we're going to need more cotton. And to get wool thread, we need cloth and coarse thread, but we can't make wool thread, so we have to gather it manually. So, until then, we're just stuck with a, Yeah, we'd have to just get stuck with, 2 pieces of, Hollow Fang gear. Which, I mean, is fine. it would give us a, yeah, no, what it do is we just have to choose between two pieces of gear that's the healthiest comparatively. Let's see. 90 to 119. That is 29. Versus 70, 106 to 76. That is 30. So pants are looking like the most appealing right now. 67 to 51, that's basically 15. No, that's 16, I think. 16? 16. And this is, I guess, 20? So yeah, we'll make Hollow Fang leggings and boots in place. That way we have the Warlock gear set, which gives a cooldown rate in addition to the bonus spell power. And we'll also get the benefits of, well, all of this is bringing up to 5 by wearing it all. That's about it. Anyways, just ramblings aside. It's clear that we don't have enough of a certain thing, so what we gotta do is we just gotta get good and set it up. So all we gotta do now is, well, I guess get more, yeah, we gotta get more, brain fart, we have to get more cotton. So what we'll do is we'll go back over there, get some more cotton by going through the, we'll go through the steps, essentially. What we'll do is we'll go through this one, and then we'll go along the routes, essentially. Once we get one cotton field, then we'll go for the other, and then we'll go for the last one. And then we'll just return back base. Now, hopefully, I'm hoping that the cotton has respawned at this point. Because if not, then we're kind of boned, but I know at the very least this cotton farm's fine, so it should be okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole cotton farm here, so... Okay. That's nice. Alright. I mean, I guess I can go for the sunflowers as well. Alright. Now we go all the way up here. Grab what we can. And we did manage to get some wool thread, so by doing this we'll actually get some wool thread, so that's another boon for why we should do this. Okay, we got another cotton farm up here, so if the cotton has respawned, we will engage. Which it has, so that's good. That means the other cotton has been saved. Okay. Okay, I guess you really just want to set the barn on fire. But regardless, we'll take whatever is lying here. Okay, that's everything here. We'll just take our merry leave here. And let's see. Militia camp and one final cotton farm to end it off there. Yep, so all we gotta do is just delve into this last one over here, which has cotton and sunflowers. I'm welcome for both. Sunflowers are going to be needed in order to mitigate the dangers of, well, it just helps with the whole making of a potion in particular, so... Okay, there we go. Casually, there you go. Nice. Okay, that's another bit of cotton there. We're basically almost done. We've got 1,000, yeah, we've got 1,000 in the, cotton department. So that's good. And, slightly more coming in. We've managed to get another set of wool thread. That should cover the cost of the boots at the very least, so that's good. Alright, we're up to 54 exposure, but thankfully the minor garlic resistance brew has certainly mitigated some of that danger, which is nice. But we'll probably repeat this route if we ever need more cotton. That way we can just continually have a stretch of land that gives us cotton and just builds us armor that we need. So all we do, toss in the cotton there. Alright, let's take what we can here. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's see how the stoves are doing here. Or the furnaces, rather. Only 6. It's not enough to make a smithy yet, but soon. Soon it will make one. I'm sure. Alright, we've got the leggings. Now we just need the boots. That's going to take a minute. Alright. There we go. Shadow Bolts has been equipped with a new gem. God, I'm so close to getting the smithy. It's just time-consuming with all the lack of iron that we have. Ah. Pain. What can we do in the meantime? Do we have any researches that we can complete in the meantime? We've got 80 papers, so we're doing well in there. We'll get the Brew of Ferocity, I suppose. Do we have any more that we can invest into? We need 60 coins, which we do have, to get another brew. And if we can get the Brew of Sunlight, that would be perfect. That would give us another, that would give us a perfect reason to just go out and hunt for, the right ingredients for it. Or just grow them. Or set them up. Whatever the case. It's gonna be time-consuming no matter what we do, so... We ball. Oh, Tristan. We are not ready to fight him. We barely have enough gear to actually warrant dealing with him.
Toss of the dice. Oh, you maybe.
Okay. Yeah, Just leave Tristan to his own devices. Alright. This will give us a chance to talk with the shady book
Can
dealer.
I interest you in a little something?
Alright, Brew of Ferocity. Ah, it costs 70 to do that anyways. Well, I mean, it wasn't all bad. We managed to get the Merciless Copper Mace, so that alone is a good investment. So yeah, I can't really complain. The investment is well worth the patient. Okay. Nearly got burned there, but I digress. But yeah. We got the Merciless Copper Mace now, so we can just make that, and we've got our way of mining, which will be a little easier now. I guess I could try and take out, what's-his-face as well. It'd be a bit difficult, though. But it is worth a shot. If only for the entertainment of it. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a Holy Resistance. This is going to help with a certain tool later. But it's not going to help right now. So I will abstain from doing anything else there. Actually, we should go over here and get that research. Here we go. Merciless Copper Mace. So now, all we gotta do is just make it. So, to make it, we need... Oh, we've already got it. Oh, it's right. I keep forgetting that we have the resources. We just need to make sure we have them either on us or in the chest room, essentially. Okay, that's 6 iron. Still not enough. Alright. Yes, it's gonna be in our best interest to actually go out and get some more iron. Alright, deposit that, and deposit the coins. There we go. I mean, we got the leggings and boots, so we are halfway there to a new kit. We will pass on our hand-me-downs over to Frederick. And I guess I can give him my copper sword for now. It's not ideal, but I mean, eh. Let's see if I can't do anything with it. Well, we're gonna need copper, though. The carefully planned one gets us a bunch of copper, clay, Hell's Clarion, and we don't have tenacious strength, but we do have military tactics. So anything with military tactics would work, really. Okay. We will need to get fish in abundance eventually, but right now we don't need to. So we're just going to prioritize actually what we need. Yeah, no, I'm going to go for the copper ore. It's a safe hunt, so 100% success rate with our characters, so there you go. That'll be done next we play, I do believe. I could be wrong, though. The game has changed since last I checked, so. Alright, anyways. Let's do a bit of organization here. Alright, so until we get a new weapon, which is probably going to be the scythe, we're just going to go with a 1, 2, 3, 4 slot build. There we go. Alright. Alright, so our final trip is probably just going to be going to the Haunted Mines, I'm thinking. I am pushing myself a little bit here, but yeah, bugger it. We might as well go and do the Copper Mine. Or the Iron Mine, rather. Sure, I could go and get more... Yeah, I could get more other stuff, but I think it's in our best interest that we focus on the iron. The more iron we have, the better, and by the time we actually get back, we should be able to make iron tools, so that will be a good upgrade for us, and that will be a good enough reason to end the stream at that point, I think. Getting iron tools is a good staple. If only... Even if it only means that you get certain benefits. By that I mean better damage, better gear level, that sort of thing. Yeah, no, as you can tell, I'm pretty tired, so that's why I'm saying I might end stream early. But I'm not going to stop for like 30 more minutes, I think. That'd be a good, reasonable time to stop. Here we go. Okay, we'll grab everything here. Okay, there was nothing there. But still, I should take the paper. Should change Water Dam to something else. Hold on. Do I have any other AoEs? I guess I do have this. Let's take the 42 blood. Might as well just refresh our full, refresh the full blood. There is no harm in doing so. Alright, but yes, with the reinforced maul, I can now, break iron ore faster. Or at the very least get more bang for our buck. Well, whatever. We will get plenty of ore, I'm sure. I mean, she's now in the fray, so... If I can get what's-his-face over, then that just makes this whole situation even better. Well, regardless. Now, is she leaving, or is she just gonna... No, she's just gonna backtrace, and I think this is where, what's-his-face comes in. Don't he? So what ends up usually happening is they end up engaging over there. So while they're doing that, I'm actually gonna try and sneak over here to see if I can't get some more ore while they're about to do... Well, I guess I could actually check up on it, but first I'm gonna quickly grab this ore here, and then I'll go check it out. See if my assumption is right. Okay. I have a weird feeling that they're fighting now. They aren't, but they're getting really close to it. It feels like it anyways. If not, I can actually bait them into a fight, so it works out. So if I recall correctly...
Luminance, I failed your gun.
Yep. Bait them into engagement here.
Another soul for my collection.
Here, all right, there he goes. Okay. All right. Let's just do this. Yee. I'm effectively immortal in this position.
New knowledge acquired.
And now... Okay, yeah, no, Okay, so, yeah, no, I tried to take out Krieg, but whatever. To be fair, taking out that archer was actually the best decision I could have made, because that would have dropped a whole bunch of iron on the floor. So that alone is good enough, but in addition, we can actually benefit from her death by taking that book that she dropped, I believe. I'm not sure what research it has, but the more she goes down, the more research we get, so it's sort of like a infinite loop, in a way. A weird infinite loop, but still one that you can actually utilize and take advantage of, so. There is actually benefits if you actually take the time to take out the archer. Of course, we need to play cat and mouse with that necromancer, but we don't need to fight him just yet to begin with. I was just faffing around, really, trying to bait an engagement, so it's really my own fault for getting caught up like that, but it's fine. No big deal. If anything, this just gives me more of a reason to go back and mine what ores have respawned, so there you go. I've got to be quick, though, because my items will despawn, so I should be quick. Okay, transform into a wolf so that we would get there faster. Hello, Krieg. Expecting you there. Let's drop the silver. We don't need it. We don't need it that much. Or rather, we don't need it that badly. Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, no, we get a whole bunch of iron ore that drops because of the destruction. And some are even weak as a result of that explosion, so makes the whole thing easier to deal with. Okay, let's see. So far, so good on the ore. We're getting less of a haul than we would have originally got, but yeah, it could be worse. I think my biggest flaw is that I could have taken Krieg down, but I focused more on trying to get the archer down more than anything. I basically didn't focus much on him, which he's spawning multiple minions that actually explode, so it results in a whole heaping mess. Okay, now for the iron ore. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. I'll probably give Krieg one final crack, and then I'll probably wrap things up. I was sort of just gonna gamble with it and see if I get lucky. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Resources are coming in smoothly. 80. How about you? Oh, another chest. I think that just spawned to boot, so that's fun. I have not unlocked the Corrupted Skull, which is a bummer, but, you know, take what you get. Grab everything here. I think that was Scourge Stone. Yes, that was. Perfect. Scourge Stone is a very useful tool for us, especially at this stage in the game. But, we need a set amount before it can actually be considered very useful to us. Alright, well, regardless, we should be fine. At least the Iron Hall's coming in nicely, so that's good. And we get plenty of Hell's Clarion as well, so that's the benefits of going to caves, among other things. Okay. Nice, and this should be the last one. Except for those over there. But I mean, yeah, we'll get to those in a mo. Okay. Those bursts of Felfire are a little annoying, but nothing that we can't handle. Just dodge and be aware when you're mining. That's all. Apologies if I'm being a bit quiet, it's just repetitive at this point. It's kind of mind-numbing. As is the grind for most games, so it's all good. The grind, it never stops, don't it? Alright. Oh, Scourge Stone, nice. Great. And now for... Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting the Blight Archer here. I'll just wait for you to pass. As much as I know I can take you out, I don't exactly want to fight. I need the iron. That's what's going to change this battle from being a clog to being probably the easiest thing that's ever going to be, well, among some of the easiest fights I'm ever going to experience in this game. And that's saying something coming from a guy playing on brutal difficulty, I suppose. Alright. That should be enough. Alright, how's our iron cap? Yeah, that should be good. Alright. Let's get going. We've gotten a surplus of, well, a surplus of iron ore. That's good. So we shouldn't need to worry too much about iron anytime soon. We should probably get a bit of copper as well. But I'm probably just gonna take this iron back, check to see if I can't make any iron tools. And if I can't, well, I'll wrap it up anyways. My, right now, I feel like my energy is, like, drained, so I apologize for that. But, yeah. I will, I'll just get things wrapped up, and then we'll, see how things go. At the very least, I want to make the iron tools. That was the, intended goal for today, among, getting a new base set up, even though it is a bit shabby, I must admit. Okay. First and foremost, let's start by doing refinements. We need more stone and more copper ore, which we don't have, so no point in trying. There we go. Okay, scrolls are coming in clutch. We've got the research desk here. Stuff the gems in there, stuff those in there, and stuff those in there. There we go. Alright. Now, if we go into crafting, we've got ourselves a smithy that we can invest into. So we're just going to invest into a smithy into the corner here. This is going to give us the necessary materials to make the weapons that we need. I'm going to make an iron longbow and an iron mace. I think those are the two key items. But even then, we're probably going to wrap it up here either way. But yeah, we've managed to secure ourselves iron weapons. We've managed to also upgrade some of our gear. Not all of it, but we managed to upgrade half of our gear up to the next tier. And overall, we're just slowly and progressively getting stronger. So what's probably good... Oh, hold on. Let me check wool thread. Okay. We're a little lacking on wool thread, so what we'll probably do is go gather some of those, among other things. But yeah. We got the iron bow now, so that's going to be a big damage boost for us. But yeah, no, I'm going to wrap it up here. We've managed to not only secure our weaponry, but we've managed to settle up and get ready for the long haul, because next bosses are going to be even worse than the others. So we are going to want to target Vincent, obviously, because of his prison cell shenanigans. Christina's probably going to be an easier target and would allow us wool thread making, which will make the armor easier, but we can just gather it regardless. But the biggest thing is the silver thread bag, which will allow us to carry coins, or iron coins, rather. No, silver coins. But I digress. Rambling. But yeah, we've got our new gear, effectively. We're basically good to go. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody. and have a good day.